And we're coming into the GTT audio room, and there's Bill Parrish from GTT Audio. How are you, Bill?
Excellent, Peter. How are you?
I'm great.
It's great to see you today.
Great to see you today, too. This has to be one of the biggest GTT audio exhibits I've ever seen at an audio show.
Well, we're excited about it. We decided to bring the wall of sound here.
I love it.
For the first time at a consumer event, we're introducing the YG Acoustics XV Juniors. Mm-hmm. It's very similar to what you see in my showroom, mm-hmm. where we have the XVs. This is the junior version,
yep.
which is the bottom woofers on each tower is removed. Essentially, this version is the exact same from 65 hertz and up. 65 hertz and below, it uses 2 woofers rather than 4. Mm-hmm. It is still a 4-way system. Mm-hmm. We're using a tweeter, mm-hmm. 2 mid-ranges, mm-hmm. and 3 mid-bass units. Mm-hmm. And over in this tower, we're using 2 woofers.
Mm-hmm. I like the right sizeness of it.
Well, it is a proper size for this room, mm-hmm. where my room is much larger, mm-hmm. and at GTT, and so we can fit the full XV. But for smaller rooms, the XV Junior is the answer. Mm-hmm. It's truly amazing. And then viewers of your videos are certainly
I love these.
are certainly familiar with these bad boys. These are the Audionet Heisenberg amps. It's the first time that they've been introduced at a consumer show, and it is the statement product from Audionet.
They are spectacular. Viewers, we came to visit you last year. I sat down with you in between these, and it was like there were 2 other people sitting next to us. There was so much.
Exactly. Well, there's 2 pair in my showroom.
Right.
Exactly. And then, of course, like my showroom, we're using the Kubala Sosna realization cables, mm-hmm. which we clearly feel is a step above all others.
Well, it's just an outstanding looking exhibit, cabling, top level Kubala Sosna. Let's get the back of the shot here of the amplifiers, viewers. You want to see German engineering? Look at that. They look like Fruytech.
They are the Fruytech. Yep. Binding posts, which are ratcheted, so there's no over-tightening, no tools needed. Mm-hmm. They're simply stunning.
Wow.
And keeping with everything new in this room,
okay.
because almost all of it is new that we haven't showed, mm-hmm. we've also got a special presentation for your viewers. First time at a consumer show in the U.S., we have a member of the Audionet team, Robert Hagerman here.
Hey, Robert, come on in.
Thank you very much. How are you?
As we say in Gameland, come on down.
Well, I am now.
Viewers, this is Robert Hagerman. He joined Audionet several years ago. You were with Burmester for a number of years. You're one of the leading international audio experts in high-performance audio today, and you've teamed up with Thomas Gessler to form a powerhouse of a management team for Audionet Germany.
Thank you very much for welcoming me in.
Well, let's take you over and show you what else is in the system.
Okay, here we go.
Come here.
So, Robert, what do we have here?
This is the state-of-the-art preamplifier, the Stern, which is in combination with the Heisenberg, the top-of-the-line product, a pure analog preamplifier, which has, of course, taken into consideration modern technology. It is controllable via an own Audionet app, if customers would like to have that, mm-hmm. but it is a pure analog preamplifier. Mm-hmm. We are playing here also the top-of-the-line CD player in Ultra series. This is the Planck. Mm-hmm. The Planck is a top-loading CD player. It's about, in LBS, I don't know that, it's about 30 kilos in the Western metric system.
Mm-hmm. It's about 65 pounds.
Yeah,
it's a heavy piece.
This
and
is all
exquisitely.
Yeah, look at that.
You don't see a screw on this.
It is cut out of the full piece, yes. And majority, 95%, up to 95% of the components and of all the work done is within Germany and coming from Germany. So it's handmade quality and engineered in Germany.
Also functions as a DAC with SPDIF and USB inputs.
Yeah. So we are using here also the separate power supply, that is the Ampere, the power supply of the Ultra series. Ultra series and the Ultimate series are named after scientists, so we call this also the Scientist series. And as there are so many scientists existing, there are still many possibilities for much more products to come.
Excellent. Good, good,
Thank
good.
you, Peter.
And Bill, what do we have over here?
Let me focus you over here. We have the PAM G2 phono stage, which we've done many videos on.
Yes, we have.
And it fits
One of the best in the
very
world.
well
Yep.
into this. We're using this coupled with a EPX power supply, which is a real supercharger, if you will. And connected in between is a Kubala Sosna umbilical cord. It has a nice boost as well. And then down below we're using Audionet's DNC streaming D to A converter. So you can stream to it wired or wirelessly. It'll also function as a full function DAC. There also has some equalization in there if you choose to use it for room acoustics.
Oh, how about that?
And again, we're supercharging that with Audionet's EPS power supply.
So you have the external power supply on the digital network server.
Exactly.
Perfect.
And then, of course, no GTT showroom
Complete.
would be complete until the Kronos is in. And we do have the Kronos limited edition with the Black Beauty arm, the airtight Opus 1 cartridge, and the SCPS1 power supply.
Well, we have this unit as well, and
Yes, you
it
do.
is the state of the art in analog today, viewers. There is nothing better. It is extraordinary. And thank you very much, Bill. That was a great system walkthrough. I also want to thank Robert Hagerman from Audionet for coming over and showing the viewers some of your fabulous products today. Thank you, Robert.
It was my pleasure. Thank you for stepping by.
Can we listen to some music now?
Absolutely. And after that, let's step into the next room where I'll show you what Audionet has on display for you.
Excellent. Here we go.
We are the stars which sing. We sing with our light. We are the birds of fire. We fly over the sky. Our light is a voice. We make a road for the spirit to pass over. For the spirit to pass over. wrapped in luminous wings. We make a road for the spirit to pass over, for the spirit to pass over.
Well, that was the best. I've ever heard that song. I've been playing that album for over 20 years since it first came out. And that's my track on that album. I love it. It's spacious. It's got that growling bass that comes in. And I've never heard the bass growl like that. And we're in a hotel room. And you really have set this up well. Bill, you're an expert at setting up systems. Robert assisting as well. These XV Juniors are, I think, the sweet spot in the line. If you're going to spend a lot of money and you don't have a cavernous room, my God, do they sound good. And the Heisenbergs and the Stern and the Kronos and the Black Beauty arm, oh my gosh, it's just a home run. I've heard things in that I've never heard before, and it's the scope and the spaciousness of the sound that's being delivered. It's that signature Audionet holographic sound that comes around your head. I mean, really, it's just awesome. So thank you guys, and I don't know what else to say.
Well, thank you, Peter.
Thanks,
and as
Peter.
promised, let's go see what's on static display.
I'd love to do that. Let's go do that now, okay?
Excellent.
All right,
Thank
you.
you
Here
guys.
we are in our static room at Axpona, where we brought all the Audionet gear. And let me walk through the line of the components we're not using here at the show this year. We have our most affordable model in preamps, the Pre-1 G3. And we have that sitting on top of Audionet's most affordable amplifier, the Amp1 V2, which is a stereo amplifier, 200 watt stereo. And this is, we've sort of matched things up what makes a really good combination. But as I take you through the line, any piece works with each other. You can mix and match. And over on this side, we've got the Art G3 top-loading CD player. Also has DAC functions in the back. On top of that, we've got the very well-known Pre-G2. I know you have one, Peter, and love it. And that's sitting on top of the highly reviewed, award-winning Max amplifiers.
One of the best amplifiers in the world.
Yeah, the 400 watt and the 8 ohms, 700 watts and the 4 ohms. Just absolutely incredible.
Yeah, holographic imaging.
I think 20 reviews in the US on these amplifiers, so truly amazing. Well, you know, we're, as we told you in the other room, kicking off the Heisenbergs here at the first show for consumers, and we had to bring one on static as our centerpiece in this room.
Just beautiful.
Yeah, so the Heisenberg, which you heard about already. And then we have the Audionet DNP, Digital Network Preamplifier. This is the Swiss Army knife of all preamplifiers. Not only is it a 2-channel preamp, it also has bass management in it, so you can do up to a 2.2 system. You can do 2.1 by adding bass. You can digitally, on the low end, move the subwoofers further away, closer to the listener, really get your phase alignment done. It has a digital EQ in it, it has a streamer in it, it has a DAC, an FM tuner. It really is packed full of a lot of stuff. And it's sitting on top of the Audionet amp monoblocks, which is the entry-level mono amps, the first mono amps in the line for Audionet. 200 watts in the 8 ohms, 400 in the 4, and it's certainly a top seller for us. And then over here we have the, let me turn it, we have the SAM G2, which is an integrated amp, an all analog integrated amp. Truly an amazing little unit. Has an optional phono stage that you could add. And over here we have the Audionet Watt, which I know you're very familiar with. We used it at Capitol Audio Fest, where you gave us a best sound. You had it in your room, on the Ritos. We've had many other reviews on it. It's currently the Audionet flagship in integrated amps. Pure analog, integrated, and just really phenomenal.
No stuff. It's so full and big. It actually, I don't know, it made my listening room, it seemed double the size of what it really is.
Well, and we just really wanted let everyone see the vastness of the Audionet line with what you saw in our listening room here at Axpona and now in our static display room. We've got over 19 different components from Audionet here. There's really something for everybody, and
Well,
there's
great.
no compromise.
Well, thank you very much, Bill Parrish from GTT Audio, showing Audionet. And viewers, here's the lineup again. Just awesome. I mean, this is the candy store here at Axpona 2018. Audionet.